What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Craftoria. Hello. Today, I think I want to get into Botania. We've been doing a lot of technical things, applied logistics, and whatnot. So I kind of want to get into something different. Maybe let's go Botania, some magic, not Botania, or as Nouveau. So yeah, I want to get into some magic. But first, let me show you. I've been a little busy, so I have this little test drill with the actually add-ons and the lens of the miner. Just taking some andesite or whatever stone I had, placing it, hit it with laser, and then break that. I was trying to get some uranite, and it's not going great. So I don't know other ways of properly farming uranite. One of the reasons why we need more uranite is because, I like that power source. I also upgraded a little bit. So I added a second one over here. So we have our original blazing, and now I also have a niotic one. So that one can do up to like 20,000. But yeah, so I need a renewable resource for that. I don't know the best way of doing that. I got the circuit slicer set up, and I'm trying to get like these all set up to patterns. So I have the circuit slicer, the crystal assembler, and the reaction chamber with patterns. I'm very quickly running out of patterns. Like if I go like this, you see like for my crafting, it's pretty much full. I got no more space, so I want to upgrade that a little bit. I've already moved some crafting terminals over. I'll show you in a second. I've been doing a lot, but I haven't been had time to actually record. Over here, I upgraded this system, so it's more than just one block. This can give me pink slime and liquid meat. So I also just have it making like sewage. These ones don't really make sewage, but if I turn this on, the slaughter factory, and just go ignored, all these guys should disappear. And I have the water over here because you'll get like plants that get in the way. Just have this water just on a timer just to break all the plants and push everyone over. But yeah, like you'll see all these guys just boop, boop, boop disappearing. But I'd rather get some sewage out of them. As you can see over here, I have my crafting processors. So I have eight crafting co-processors each. So let's first get started by upgrading our pattern providers. So like here you can see these are my new crafting processors. There's eight co-processors and then 116 as of now. I can make them bigger if I need to, and that's connected with a wireless connection. Oh, I also got this bigger too. So this is the max size I'm gonna want this. You might be able to get like a little bit more blocks in there, but I thought that was a pretty good size. So and way more than I'll hopefully ever need. That's a lot of channels. But I guess you never know. What I want to work on is this one right away. Like this is just eight channels and it's all my patterns and it's not doing good enough. So I have these. I have 32 extended pattern providers. I don't have enough of the assemblers yet, but let's swap these out and let's do it before and after. So here's how much space I currently have to craft. Not that much. So I just switched the one tower. Oops, and there I go. So just switched the one. So now I have from molecular assemblers, I have all of that just from that one tower there. So pretty good. I'll probably have to do another one. I'm hoping to do four towers at some point and be set for a while. Definitely the way to go for the extended. So I know this is gonna be off even and it probably will bug us, but I don't know the best way of doing that. So it's gonna be slightly off even, but it is what it is. All right, so we got the two set up here. I have most of one set up over there with copy paste. I just don't have enough resources. So we're just gonna have this one stack here active for now, and then we'll get that one going at some point. All right, so we moved over all of our old patterns. So that's crazy. I haven't even finished the first row. That's what our entire tower took up before. So also try to do them in rows. It'll just help with speed and stuff. For now, that's pretty good. At some point we'll get those, but I'm not too worried about that right now. This will last us quite a bit. We can also get acceleration cards on all of these. For now, I think that's good. Let's start getting into basic R's, like some gem setup and whatnot. So let's get some imbuement chambers created. And we need some archwood planks, but I think we already have. Yeah, not much more, but that's fine. I also already have some source stone. I have a couple source gems, some books. Gold is something that's really hurting me right now. I don't know how many of these I want. Let's go for. I don't know where I want to set these up. Maybe over here. let's start something up here. All right, now I want to give these lapis. So if just go crafting source gem, add source nearby to increase craft. Yeah. Okay. So for now, let's go like that. Could automate this with a modular router. So if I go modular router, I may need two actually. So we'll go there. From here, I want a. All right, here's what I have. I know there's probably a better way of doing this, but like I was trying to have this pull from the drawer and only take 6 at a time. The regulator wasn't working, whatever. So I'm just gonna use two modular routers. I'm gonna have this one filling it up. I'm gonna have this one to go like this into the router. Source gems. Yeah. If I put that here, yeah, grab a sender. I'll just say go up. So those should be going into the barrel. Yeah. So now if I just give this a bunch of lapis, I will slowly just start getting source gems. So that's a pretty cool first step to getting into ours. I don't remember the next progression should be, to be honest. So I'm not sure why I can't get this quest to start because like clearly I have source gems already. Yeah. Let's see if we can get the basic scribes table set up and all that kind of basic stuff, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's get the scribes table. Grab that. Put you sure. Put you there for now. Been a while since I've played with ours. I know I'm gonna need some pedestals. Cool. Thanks for random codex. Yeah, so let me see if I can just do a random thing. So if I just go amplify, sure. So if I just throw a diamond pick in there. Okay, so I think I have to open my book and click not enough XP. That's fine. I should have some experience. And if I put that there, there we go. So now this will give us amplify. If I go like that, it should now be in our book somewhere. Yeah, amplify. So I'm going to try to make some basic stuff and then we'll see where we're at. I wonder if I can upgrade the book as well. All right, I think we actually can upgrade to the second tier book. Awesome. Is there... Yeah, see, I don't have totems, nether stars, or Wildens. So that's where we're at for now. But I can make level 3 stuff. There's a lot of super powerful stuff you can do with ours, but I also need to get a source of source being produced. I usually do it on like big farms to have like an auto farm. I don't have that right now. So I don't know what other ways I want to do to produce source. Well, one thing that I see is I could do volcanic source link and just put coal in. So we can try that one. All right, so let's just place this down. Let's see if this will work without it being linked or anything. It does. Okay. Okay, so I need a way to like automate that. Just like put coal down, put it over here. I know you can also, at least I think of this pack, you can like integrate ours and AE. So you can just have like source in your applied logistics network, which could be useful. But I don't think we're there yet. Okay, so I think this is how this goes. You have the core, what it's called, the arcane core, and then the chanting apparatus with pedestals around it. So I think we go this. Give that a stick. Yeah. So this is going to make us a wand, which we can use to connect different items together, like relays and whatnot together. Perfect. Honestly, I forget our next step for ours. So one thing that's worth trying to automate is having each one of these gems or the essences. So with the water essence, the earth essence, the air essence, and the fire essence, they do cost source to make. And I don't believe these items get used, but that one does. So maybe I can think of a way to try automating those, but I also need consistent source as well. Let's see if I can get it set up to store source in the AE network. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get some of the manipulation essence first. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of these drives set up, and I think that's gonna be our first step. Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong to make these manipulation essence. Like I thought this had to be 3 pedestals and an imbuement chamber, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All right, I think I got it to work if I put the pedestals all beside it, but it needs some source. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to automate all this stuff for sure. But right now, it's just been a while. I'm just trying to get my footing again. But once I get the core principles, then we can start automating and all that good stuff. Let's see if I can get this like hard drive to work. I think if I go like this, I'm hoping if I go like that and that, put this in here. I think hopefully that's making me a AE2 source cell that I can store digitally. At least that's the casing for one. And then what's this? Portable. I've never used portable. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So now if I put this in my drive, which I may get back down there. I may want a separate drive just for this probably isn't gonna end well. Okay, I'm okay. So I don't think I've ever done applied energistics and ours together. I want to see how that works. But yeah, this is not a viable source for uranite, this farm. Too bad though. Good for like other stuff, like copper and some iron, I guess, but not for the one thing I wanted. Anyways, put this in here. So I should be able to hold source in here now. I think I also need the ME source jar. Okay, so it's just going to be a manipulation essence, a source jar, and an ME interface. Okay, let's see if we can get that going. Okay, so I think it's something like the source jar, perhaps. Okay, cool. So now I have the ME source jar. Okay, so it can be plugged in. Well, do I have a cable? Let me go do some testing. So let's just do a super basic test. If I go like this, and just to test something, an ME source jar. So it is online. Now, if I put this here with some coal, what will happen? So it went somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I should be able to see it in my network, no? You feel like if it's going in there, well, I'm not too sure what I'm doing right now. All right, let's try this. Let's just use a normal source jar. We have our import bus. So if I just drop some coal, so filled up with that. Now should I drive source? Okay, I do have source in my system. Now what does this thing do? This is accessing the source I have from my network. I'm not exactly sure what this one's doing. It doesn't show me an amount or anything. So in theory, if I were to set up some form of farm that just like says stuff like this, so I should, okay, so I have 26,000 source in there, which I don't know how much that is in comparison to my thing over here. Oh, wow. So we're only at 50 bytes out of 6,400. So I feel like you can hold a decent amount of source. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with it. I want to try something. I want to make a compact machine. And for now, I'll just put it here. How can I get in there? Oh, I'm probably gonna need, do I need this maybe? There we go. So in this compact machine, which is very big, can I access my terminal? No, I can't. So I essentially want something with a source jar, a volcanic source link, and something giving it a source just to let it fill up. Let me see how I can automate that. I may need a slightly bigger room, but we'll see. And I also don't know how to get it out of here without an ender chest, which I can't get yet. So I'm kind of confused because I feel like there's supposed to be like input or output valves or like something. I don't know what I'm missing. So there's supposed to be a way to like pull things in or out, right? You should say like turn this into an output. I don't really remember how. So I just looked it up. And apparently, like this version is like kind of broken, and all you can do is just have the room, which is not what I want. If I can't use input and outputs, there's no reason to be in here, which is fine. I can set this up somewhere else. But I think that's what we're gonna call it for today. I know we didn't really get a whole lot done, but I'll probably mess around with this a little bit off camera and then kind of show you what I figured out because today is not happening for me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye bye.